Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. Cantina Social Hour. How is it going, guys? How is it going? We got a nice little crowd building up, I see. Awesome. Dodgson, how you doing? Awesome. Paul, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Very nice. I see we have a conversation going. Sweet. Awesome. Pico B1, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you as well. Sweet. Awesome. How's everybody doing tonight? This was totally not planned. I think 2 weeks ago on the last social hour, I said, there's not going to be any more social hours until like mid-April. But then this big, gorgeous box came in directly from Hasbro. And I thought, well, shoot. Well, either I'm going to do this. I'm going to Instagram photos of everything. Okay. I'm going to pre-record a video, like a full video, and show everything. Like, okay, very time consuming. Better than Instagram, but very time consuming. And then I was like, well, I could do a special edition of Cantina Social Hour and show off whatever is in this big box. And that's what I decided to do. So we're doing this again, not really planned, but I thought it was the best way to do this. But we will be off next week, and because it is Easter weekend, and then the week after that. So yeah, we'll be back in after this episode in a couple weeks after that. 3 weeks. Anyway, good to see you guys. Who else is in here this evening? We got Tim. Tim, how's it going? Good to see you. Toys are the way. How are you doing? Glad that you made it. Awesome. Very cool. All right, you guys. So this is going to go a little shorter than a normal social hour. It's just me, no guests. We're going to be unboxing this. I'm going to talk a little bit about a few recent toys that I've gotten, because why not? I mean, what good would it be if we didn't talk about toys a little bit at least? So what's your latest acquisition? There's a lot of things shipping from Hasbro, from Mattel, from Mezco. I finally got that stupid Batman that's been 3 years delayed. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of things in this last week, like a lot of things. And yeah, it's been a little overwhelming, especially when you factor in this huge box that I just got from Hasbro. I'm a little overwhelmed with everything going on here, but there's some really good stuff. Let me start off by showing you guys a couple of my acquisitions this week that I was not related to the box. We'll get into the box in just a little bit. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes here. But Indiana Jones figures are shipping from the Adventure Series 6-inch scale, as well as the retro line. So this is the Adventure Series Indy right here. And he is pretty darn cool. One thing that I will say is that the little gun, the little holster does not peg into, it's really hard because I have his gun, his pistol there, but this little thing does not peg in very well at all. Similarly, he comes with a folded whip, and the whip also has a similar little latch right here. But that too, the plastic is just too soft, so it doesn't really peg into his belt. So the best I can do is just kind of wedge it in there like that. And the pressure from the coat kind of keeps it in place from the jacket. As for the gun, you can put it in there. It just doesn't really close well. So, but it's either way, nice likeness, good figure. I got the rest of these guys on the way. I think some are coming in next week from this first wave. So I'm really excited. Love Indiana Jones. And these are the first 6-inch figures ever made for Indiana Jones. So I'm going to be buying them. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have from the Black Series, the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. This is a really cool figure. I had bought the TVC one like a month ago or so. I forgot, a few weeks ago. And that figure is rad. But this is the Black Series one right here. The likeness is really good. The only issue I kind of have with it is like in here in his hood, you see the little cloth? Like there's like too much like cloth in there, and it kind of like covers his face. So you kind of got to really like get in there and like push it back. But it's kind of annoying. But other than that, the figure looks good. I have him in a pose right here with his lightsaber. It's a really nice figure. I think Not confirmed. I personally think that this is the figure that Hasbro said they were going to do with the Rancor if it got back. They said they were going to include Luke Skywalker. I think that that's what this is here, but kind of retooled to be more the Mandalorian-esque. It's a great figure. I really enjoy it quite a bit. So those are two of the figures I've gone this week. Let's see. I've gone a couple other things that I don't have handy right here. But yeah, there's stuff shipping. So hang tight if you're waiting on pre-orders. I guess the big one was the same one that Paul got here. The 89 Batman. That was the big one. This I pre-ordered, I think it was January of 2020. I don't have it right here with me, but on Instagram, I posted some photos of it. Why don't I go ahead and pull those out? This one was a little disappointing because, you know, like I said, I'd waited 3 years on it. But they did not do a great job with it. They did not do a great job with it at all. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. All right. So right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the Mezco 1989 Batman. This is the brand new one that just came in. I forgot what it cost, 120, something like that. And it was 3 years ago. And I think I paid it 3 years ago too. So it finally came in. I had high expectations. Batman 89 is my Batman. Michael Keaton is my Batman. And the figure comes in. I already had the SH Figuarts. I had the NECA one from like 7 years ago. And yeah, I think 3 years is the longest I've ever waited for an action figure for a pre-order of any kind. Like really, like 3 years. And this figure, unfortunately, was a little disappointing to me. Here you can see I have him on his base. He does come with a nice base. But the figure is just not very posable. He has, as you can see, it has like this suit right here. And the suit is really, it's not black. It's like a really dark gray. And it looks okay. But like, if you look at it like under light, like it is here, you can see a lot of texture on it, which may or may not be accurate to the film. I know that it was a different kind of suit. The cape does look accurate, but the capes are the most frustrating part of this figure. There's 2 capes included. There is one where it has the wire. You can see this is the one here. It has the wire in there. And then there's one that doesn't have wires, and it's just a regular cape. They both suck. The posed one is actually worse. And it's worse because it doesn't have... the way that they work is you take the head off. The head is connected to like the bat logo and the whole mask, right? You pull that off, and then what you're left with is the cape, and you pull the cape off, but the cape has like a little round, like a plastic. I'm not doing the heart thing, trust me, for this figure. It's like a little, like a rectangular plastic bracket that's supposed to snap over the neck peg. It doesn't snap over the neck peg. Because there's material from the cape protruding into the ring, into the clasp, if that makes sense. So when you put it onto the figure's neck, that cloth that's sticking in there prevents it from seating onto the neck peg of the figure. So you cannot get the mask and the head all the way on, because as you can see here, there's some gap. It kind of just pushes up on it. So, I mean, you can see it especially in this picture right here, like you cannot get the mask all the way down because that stupid clasp doesn't sit on the neck peg. And that's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. The figure itself, aesthetically, though, it looks great. The heads look awesome. The likenesses are great. They're better than the Figuarts, better than the NECA. But, man, it's just that cape really, really is like the most frustrating thing. You know, maybe some people are modifying it a little bit. I mean, I think you could take off that clasp, honestly, and it'd probably work a lot better. I don't really want to do that. I just paid 120 bucks for a figure like this, you know, for a 6-inch figure. It's like half of a Hot Toys. So I don't really want to do that, but I suppose you could take the clasp off, or you can try and trim the material around it. Maybe one of those 2 things could work. But I'm not, again, I just got this in. I don't want to like be modifying it. I shouldn't have to modify it. It should be awesome out the gate for something like this. In any case, a couple more pictures. Like I said, the likenesses are great. Like this bloodied up face. I mean, you could almost see him saying here, like, you killed my parents. Like, you know, you totally get that vibe. Like, he doesn't look happy. And then here's the figure arts right there. The figure arts is on the left. The figure arts is actually a decent figure. I know a lot of people were hating on it, you know, a few years ago, but it's just the way they painted it. The eyes is just kind of weird, but it's really what it is. It's the light, the way the light hits the eyes. Because if you have it in the dark, it looks great. The other Batman, on the other hand, he has rolling eyes on this one head. The Mezco one has rolling eyes on this one head. The other two heads that it came with do not have the rolling eyes. This one has rolling eyes, and I think that's why it looks kind of funky there. And then here's the two again on the left, figure arts on the right, Mezco. You can see the belt is way up on the Mezco because it's loose and it kind of moves up and down. So I mean, they were kind of on the right track, I guess, with what they wanted to do with this figure, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, they just kind of like cheaped out, or I don't know what they did. They had 3 years to get it right, and I think that's why it got delayed, honestly, because they probably were finessing things about it. But it just wasn't. It just didn't work out so well. It just didn't work out so well. Other than the Batman here, I did get the ATST, the brand new one. This is a cool piece. Now, I've bought this thing. This thing goes back to what, 2000, the Legacy Collection, I think 2009 or so, 2010, somewhere in that time frame. And you know, they brought it back as a Walmart exclusive in the 3¾ inch black series. They made a Hoth version that came in a big Attack on Hoth battle pack, like in 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. They brought it back in the Vintage Collection Kmart exclusive set. And then it was in the big Black Series 3¾ inch set that also came with, oh wait, no, it wasn't. Was it? I might be getting my wires crossed here. Yeah, I think, yeah, there was one, a 3¾ inch Black Series one that came with like some Ewoks and some other stuff. There's been so much release over the years. Anyway, this right here is the best one. There's also the Mandalorian ATST Raider. This one is the best one. And I'm going to tell you why. Look at how it stands. It stands. Never before have these things stood up. Like, I've never had one of all those other releases. I've never had one that actually stood on its own two legs. This one here freaking stands. Finally. It shouldn't have taken this long. But if they're going to bring it back out, you know, it's got to have improvements. It actually stands, and it looks great. I've never been able to get them to stand. The joints are just really tight, and it just looks really cool. I'm really happy with it. The paint on it also looks really good. This is the best that it's looked. You can see like it has rust like along the top. Like it looks excellent. And then the Chewbacca figure is nothing to write home about. It's just a plain 2004 VOTC Chewbacca. So almost a 20-year-old sculpt. But yeah, the ATST is great. If you don't have one, I mean, this is the one to get. The joints are awesome. They're tight. I hope it holds up over time. And if you do have those other ones, well, I personally think it is worth upgrading because it doesn't fall. Or so far it hasn't fallen. So, you know, those are both great. You know, that's a great release. I'm glad that it has some tweaks to it. All right, so let's see, what else did I get here recently? I guess that's about it. So I'm going to go into the comments, and then we'll go ahead and get into the unboxing of the Hasbro Mando Mania box. See who else has joined us in the last little bit here. Dodgeson, did anyone find new VC stuff on the pegs? I'm now considering getting the new Luke online instead of waiting for them to hit shelves. Yeah, Vintage Collection Luke, get on that. It's only one per case. Order it online. You don't want to miss out on the TVC Mandalorian Luke. It's an excellent figure. It's better than the Return of the Jedi version from a few years back. Don't miss that. Don't miss that. You know, get on those pre-orders. I think Entertainment Earth, you can pre-order it. Don't miss it. Pico B1, thank you. Glad to be here. Tim, hope all is well. Thank you. Hope all is well with you. Did I get a new haircut? I did. I'm a redhead now, apparently. Toys are the way. I miss social hours. And yeah, the whole time zone thing is whack. We need to figure that one out. So awesome. So Paul, you got the 89 Batman too. Cool. Hammond Collection will do it on sale. Very nice, very nice. Adam, how are you doing? Good to see you. I did have a good week. I really did. I went to go visit my family in Texas for spring break, and yeah, I'm back. I had a great time. Loose shapy dinosaurs, very nice, very nice. Darth Clueless, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Awesome, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I ended up loving the ATST more than I thought. Me too. It's great. Like I know I'm not just like blowing like hot air. It's actually it is a good release. It's the best one they've done because it stands, which is kind of sad. Should have stood from the beginning, but now it does. And yeah, I hope it doesn't loosen over time. What's up, Alex? How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Did you receive any of your indie figs? Yes, I did. I actually did show this one at the very opening of the show. I got my Adventure Series indie. I got the rest of this wave coming in this week, I think, and then the week after that. So yeah. Yeah, one per case. You got to get in on that Jedi loot because I don't think he's been carried over. Tuli, how are you doing? Good to see you. How was Texas? Super hot, 99 degrees last Friday. Here, Abbott Hammer, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, so what do you guys say? Should we unbox this box? To be honest with you, I already unboxed it because I don't have room to have the box in here and take everything out. So what I did is I took everything out. I took everything out of the box and I have it right here, but I haven't really like gone through it or anything except for one thing. So I'm going to show you guys what is in here. We're going to see together. So first things first, got to get the nitty gritty out of the way. I want to show you. The box here. So first of all, a huge thanks to Hasbro for sending out this box of free product to celebrate Mando Mania. Of course, this month they are releasing a bunch of they're making announcements each week to coincide with season 3 of Star Wars: The Mandalorian, and it's very kind of them to send this product out here for us to take a look at and enjoy. So we're going to do that. But first I want to talk about this box. The box itself is just gorgeous. It is a work of art. In fact, probably more than any of the product. Like I think the box itself is like what stands out the most to me. Yeah, so I'm really excited to have it. The box is beautiful. It really is. Like all angles of the box look gorgeous. It features the characters here on the front. Each of the sides has like a focus on like Bo-Katan and Mando. And I think the other side is the armor and Paz Vizsla. It's a great looking box. I don't want to throw out the box. It's a huge box. It's 3.5 feet long. This is the biggest like box I've ever gotten from one of these companies. And I'm going to show you what was in it. But I just got to talk about how gorgeous the box is. It's in the other room. Like I said, I've already taken everything out because there's simply, logistically speaking, there's really no good way for me to have it here in my little, collection area room and have the box in here. There's just no room for that. It's just too big of a box. So I have everything here. We're going to look at it together. And yeah, hey, Mary, how's it going? Really happy that you were able to join us. All right. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's do it, you guys. All right. I'm going to close out of this. And all right. So there was a lot in this box. Like seriously, there was a lot of things in this box. First thing I'm going to do is take a sip of my nitro infused Pepsi, vanilla Pepsi. All right. Let's talk about the first item that was in the box. So there were actually 6 of these, but you guys know them. The Bounty Collection Mandalorian Grogus. There are 7 of them in here. This one here, as you can see, it's got the Dark Saber, super cute. And it has plastic-free packaging. It shows you each of the 6 in Series 5. I only had a couple of the previous, from the previous series. So I didn't really have like too many of these. I think I maybe had like 2 or 3. I think I have 3. But now I have 6 more. This is Series 5. So that one's holding the Dark Saber. This one here, he has, what is that even? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really know what it is. It looks like some sort of machiner. Oh, you know what it is? I turn it upside down. I could totally see what it is. It's the Dark Trooper. When you look at it like this, like I thought that this red right there, like the eyes, I thought that was just part of like the box, like the red part of the box. But when I turn it like this, I see, no, that's the Dark Trooper. That's what it is. So Grogu inside the Dark Trooper, pulling out some wires, it looks like. That's what he's doing. This one here, he has a loth cat. See that little cute loth cat that he's got? Smiling back at him. This one here, I don't know. It looks like he's dancing on this one. He just kind of looks grooving, like he's happy. Like he's like just dancing. Yep. This one here, he's eating some Beskar. Look at that. He's got a piece of Beskar and he's chewing it. This one here, he's got his little shift knob from the Razor Crest, and he's making it float. Cool. Oh, thank you, John. Yes, my clear hair, Jurassic World. Yes, love it. So that's the first thing that was in here. Again, there were 6 of those, so really cool. I mean, I'm not a huge collector of these, but they're cute. I can have one on my desk at work or whatever. Maybe give a couple away to friends. See, next thing that we have here, we have one of these character lightsabers. This is the Ahsoka lightsaber. I don't know if everybody that got this box got Ahsoka, but I got Ahsoka. There's also Mandalorian. There's Boba Fett. There's a bunch of characters in here, and basically it's just Ahsoka, like a cartoony Ahsoka. It's cool. I've never bought these. I've seen them for a while. They've been out for like a year and a half or something. But yeah, it's a lightsaber, so I don't know how it works. Lightsaber squad. There's got to be a button on here, right? Right, I think. Right? Probably. Am I just weird? Oh, you just pull it out? Is that all it is? Ah, okay. So it's a white Ahsoka lightsaber. Okay, sorry. I had to. It's a lightsaber. All right, so there you go. It's cool. Doesn't do any lights or sounds. I don't think. No. But hey, we'll take it, right? We'll take it. I love Ahsoka. She's one of my top 5. All right, another one. Ready? Ready for another one? All right. The next one, we got another one of the Star Wars lightsaber forge. This is the Dark Saber. The Dark Saber. On the box, it has Moff Gideon. It has Ahsoka Tano, looking very Clone Wars. Ahsoka Tano, Victoria, Bo-Katan, looking very Clone Wars, and then we have Mando right there, and then you can see the Dark Saber. I haven't opened it yet. It says that it needs battery, so we can't even test it or anything. But it looks pretty decent. Like you could actually see the hilt. Like it looks pretty accurate to me. So again, this isn't something that I buy. I don't buy Saber Forge. But you can see there are other models in the back. Why does that one look like Yoda right there? Looks like Yoda's ears. I guess that's maybe like a New Republic or a High Republic thing. And there's some more on top. So there's a bunch of them, Saber Forge. I don't have any. I think some of these are like customizable. But yeah, Dark Saber, we dig it. We dig it. We love the Dark Saber. What else do we got here? All right. Those are the 2 plasticky lightsabers. All right. We have here. Oh, no, sorry. I just lied. We actually have another plasticky lightsaber. Another lightsaber forge. This is Master Windu's lightsaber. And it doesn't really look like Master lightsabers. Master Windu's lightsaber. I'm losing it here. What's in this Pepsi? But you can see it has the blue blade, the purple blade, sorry. And then the hilt. It doesn't look like Mace Windu's hilt, though. It looks like a reimagined Mace Windu's hilt. Maybe he had this hilt before the prequels. But yeah, so it's another one of the Saber Forge. I think it's like it's customizable to some extent, I believe. But again, I've never bought these, so I don't really like know. Oh, it's, you can see the crystal. See the purple lightsaber crystal? See that? It's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Those are the 3 lightsabers there, plastic lightsabers. What do we have next? Okay, this one's actually kind of cool. I've never bought these, so I don't really know a ton about them. This is the Galactic Action, the Mandalorian and Grogu. And I think it actually looks pretty cool. Like, it's obviously not like, you know, it's aimed at kids, right? It's not a Hot Toys or anything like that, you know, but it looks great. Like, the sculpt actually looks really nice. Not only on Mando, but if you look at Grogu, like, the sculpts are actually really nice on these guys. Look at that. This might be the thing I didn't even know I needed. Yeah, this is really cool. Can we test this one? Oh, does it have a button right here?
Time's up, kid. We gotta get out of here. Grogu. Grogu. Wherever I go, he goes. Grogu.
Okay, so it's not Pedro Pascal voicing this, obviously, but it's decent. For a display piece, it's pretty good. It's better than like what we had in the 90s, like the collector series and the action collection, and better than the shampoo bottles from a decade back. Here's the back. So yeah, I think it looks like Grogu is removable. It looks like the blaster is removable, and it looks like the jetpack is removable. Pretty cool. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. Just in terms of aesthetics, like it actually looks pretty nice. Like I said, this could be the toy I didn't even know I needed, but I ended up getting. All right. So that is that. And then we're only like a quarter of the way through. Only like a quarter of the way through. Okay, don't fall asleep. All right, next up. Wild Ride-In Grogu right here. And this is another one that says it needs batteries, so like you couldn't even test it if you went to the store. It's a different kind of Grogu. See, he looks happy. He's cute. He's cute. I noticed that his head like it moves down a little bit. I think that this is see, he's got the pram right here. According to what the back says, it actually it's like a game. You play with it and he moves around. So you can put him in the pram and you can carry him around like that, or you can push down on his head and he makes noises. But it needs batteries. And look, if you look right here, there's different different things he does and says. Well, I mean, as far as Grogu talks. So there's that. Yeah, so it's, you know, not bad. Maybe I'll play with it. I think I will. I mean, it's you guys know me. I love Grogu, especially. I mean, I know it's not 2020 anymore, but I still love Grogu. Maybe not as much, but I still do. Still love him. That's what we got so far. All right. Next up, we have the electronic mask. Mandalorian electronic mask. And I got to say that it looks pretty cool. I got to say that I don't necessarily mind it. I got to say that I'm never going to wear it, but I know some kids that might. It's only half of the mask. So it says, I'm a Mandalorian. This is the way. I like those odds. So I think it has a button.
I'm a Mandalorian. I like those odds. This is the way.
Oh, whistling birds.
I'm a Mandalorian. This is the way. I like those odds.
I don't know if this was if this is Pedro Pascal. I will say that it sounds more like him. Crap, it's making noises. I will say that it sounds more like him than the other thing does. Watch. I'm gonna show you. Check it out. Here's the first one right here. This toy right here. Tell me what you think. Check it out.
This is the way. Grogu. Wherever I go, he goes.
Okay. All right, there's that one. And then here's the voice on this one again.
This is the way. I'm a Mandalorian. I like those odds.
Like, it sounds a lot more like him, I think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I don't know. Does this count if you want to be a Mandalorian? Does it count if you only wear half of the helmet? Or does it have to cover your whole head? Like, if I were to go to wherever they are on I guess now they're on, well, I guess I shouldn't say, just in case anybody hasn't seen the episode. But does it count if you're only wearing half the helmet? Does that qualify as taking off your helmet and therefore not being a Mandalorian anymore? What do you guys think? I don't know. These are the kind of things we need to know, because I'm not going to just go join some random Mandalorian covert without knowing whether or not I have to wear the full mask or if I have to wear half the mask. I don't know. All right, next thing. Another helmet. This time it's Boba Fett. And once again, it is half of the helmet. This one has, let's see, what's on the back? This one says that I want my armor back, lower your shields, prepare for boarding. Okay, so his Mandalorian dialogue. So how does this one work? Does this one have a button?
Disengage all transponders. Prepare for boarding. I want my armor back. Mandalore, the Empire turned that planet to glass.
It sounds pretty decent. It sounds like Boba Fett.
Prepare for boarding.
Yeah, it sounds like him. I don't know if it is, but again, it's only half the mask. So I don't know if it, well, I guess Boba Fett's not really Mandalorian, but sound like interference. Yeah. So, nice for like if you're like a kid, you just want to run around and play. Somebody can wear the Mando mask. Somebody wears the Boba Fett mask. You can have the Saber Forged Dark Saber. Okay. And then, all right. So we're about halfway done, or maybe just a little bit more, probably a little more than halfway now. All right. So let me show you what we have next. So next up, we're going to move into the Black Series. All right. First thing we get here is, of course, the Mandalorian. This is nothing new. The figure has been out a long time, but hear me out. I haven't opened it yet, but I swear to you, the armor on this one, it looks very shiny and very metallically, more so, than I've seen on any Hasbro Black Series Mandalorian figure. Again, I haven't opened it yet, but look at that. All right, I know it's kind of hard to see with the screen and all, but it definitely has a more shiny look to it than, look, there's two of me, than any previous Black Series Mandalorian figure. I guess that doesn't really do much. But it looks cool, guys. Again, it's nothing special, and I don't think it's really a great figure, honestly. But it looks better than I've ever seen it. Like, it actually looks like more Beskar-y. So there's that. We have one more Black Series figure that Hasbro sent to us. And that is the Dark Trooper. Okay, you got to have somebody for Mando to fight. May as well make it a very challenging enemy. And yeah. I already had a couple of these, but I'll take another one. I will take another one. Because why not? I do collect Black Series. I don't have all the Black Series. And I certainly don't buy as many as I used to, but I still buy Black Series. No, there was definitely no George Washington. I'm not sure where you guys saw George Washington, but I haven't seen, unless, it was the Ghost showing up again. Ghost showed up a few weeks ago, if you guys remember. All right. TVC? TVC? All right. So they sent us the Navarro Cantina, which, I already had this one. probably like a few times over, to be honest. But it's good to have more because now I can have more glassware, right? Have another bar. I'm never going to say no to another bar and more glassware and more libations. Hopefully they have nitro infused Pepsi in here. So yeah, Navarro Cantina, it's a sure bet, sure to be a hit with any child or any person that you may know. Collector, fan of The Mandalorian. All right, and then there's one more TVC item here. This is the cool one, you guys. This is probably like one of the most exciting things in this box. I got Paz Vizsla. Paz Vizsla, which if you've been watching The Mandalorian, he is a big player this season, literally. This is a figure I was very, very excited about. And this is a good figure. Now, yeah, he is deluxe, so he's going to cost more. But I cheated. I opened him up already because I couldn't wait. And you guys, this figure is freaking legit. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I really dig the colors. Like, look at the color of his armor, like the blue, like the shades of blue on his helmet and his chest, and then like the tans and yellows of his like legs. Like, it just looks really good. It's really good. Yeah, perfect timing for this to come in because I had this on pre-order. I think through Entertainment Earth, and it hasn't shipped. I don't know if they've shipped any of them yet, but it's a good figure. Like, I know deluxe, I know, pricey. It's a freaking good figure. And honestly, like, he comes with quite a bit. He's got his little vibro blade, which is in his leg right there. He's got the 2 flames you can put on the jetpack. He's got the little thing he had in Book of Boba Fett, the little disc energy shield thing. And then he's got his gun, and his gun has a little flame effect. It's really good. It's really good. And I'm going to keep my pre-order for the one that I had because I like to have these boxed as well. And I'll probably get another one because, I like to have, when it comes to The Mandalorian, you got to have extras, I feel like, because there's so many scenes you can recreate. All right. So those are the 2 TVC items. We have 2 more items, I think. I just want to double check here and make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, we have 2 more items. So I'm going to show you the last 2 items. I saved arguably the best for last. So let's talk about what we got here. All right. This right here is something that I really wanted. I did not have this. I normally order these, and I was going to order this, but I just hadn't gotten around to doing so. But now I don't need to. So this right here is the Black Series Bo-Katan helmet. Awesome. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Again, like Paz Vizsla, just perfect timing because obviously Bo-Katan is a huge player in season 3 of Mandalorian. And this is something that I really wanted and just hadn't gone. I bought most of the helmets, not all of them, most of them, or maybe not even most, but many of them. And I really wanted Bo-Katan, but she's here. She's here now. Okay, so now I can wear her helmet. My hair is almost not too far off, I guess, from Bo-Katan. And now I can be Bo-Katan, and I can take my helmet off and have perfect, beautiful hair anytime I take the helmet off, which I'm sure is exactly what's going to happen every time. This is awesome. I really love this. This is a really, really nice piece here. I'm really happy that this was in the box. So that was part of the loot. Okay. We got one more item, then we're finished with showing all this stuff. All right. You can't celebrate The Mandalorian without also having the Dark Saber. So this here is the Force Effects Elite Dark Saber. And as you can see, it has the hilt. It's got the blade. It is a removable blade, and it does have a rechargeable battery. And yeah, it's the Dark Saber, right? It's a very big piece of the Mandalorian show. Very big piece of season 3. We haven't seen a lot of it in season 3, but I hope you see more of it. This is cool. This is like very unexpected that this would be in the box, but it is super cool, and I dig it. I'm really happy that this is in here. See, so now I have my Bo-Katan helmet. I got my Bo-Katan hair, and I can have the Dark Saber, and I can be Bo-Katan, or at least pretend I'm Bo-Katan. I can't be as cool as Bo-Katan, but I can pretend to be. Yeah, this is really cool. I really like this. I really like this. And yeah, the box, it does look great too. The box does look great. Here's the back. Got a display stand right there. You see it? The Dark Saber. I like it. I like it. So yeah, lots of stuff. If you're coming in late and you missed anything that I've been showing, don't worry. This is going to post to my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to see it or play it again if you want to watch it again. I don't know why you would, but if you did, you could. You'll get to see all the goodies in case you missed anything. So yeah, again, huge, tremendous thanks to Hasbro for sending this over to help celebrate Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 3 and celebrate Mando Mania. There are new products being announced weekly right now while The Mandalorian Season 3 is on air. And huge thanks to Hasbro for sending over this free product for us to showcase and enjoy. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing what was in that big, beautiful, gorgeous, awesome box. Awesome box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more round here through the comments. If you have any questions, you want to see anything again, let me know. We'll go just about 5 more minutes. And if there's anything you guys want to know about any of these products, I can tell you. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. I see a lot of people are seem to like Paz Vizsla. That was a really exciting figure. I'm really happy that that was in there for sure. Sweet bow helmet for sure. For sure. How can you not like Bo-Katan? Yeah, the helmet was a huge score for sure. I have the OG Boba. Wish I had more. They are great. Or the Black Series helmets. Yeah, that one that's one of the best. Like if you were only going to have like 2 helmets, like that first Boba Fett one would be one to have probably. Let there be an extra item in there. Yeah, lots of good stuff in there. Yeah, Hasbro really hooked it up. Again, thank you, Hasbro, for sending this stuff to us. The box is gorgeous. And again, if you want to see that again, it's on my Instagram. Yeah, it's a really nice box. Like the box is like a work of art, honestly. When you open it, it smells so good. Like you could smell like the freshly painted cardboard. I don't know if it's good for you or not, but I got the Luke FX Saber. The Elite, very nice, Mary. Actually, I saw that in a comic book shop earlier in the week in Texas. I saw it. So yeah, I'm glad that people are getting that because I want to get that too. I haven't ordered it yet, but I do want to get it because the hilt looks awesome. I low-key want that Dark Saber, but haven't jumped on it. Yeah, it's definitely cool, but yeah, I know there's other companies that make the Dark Saber too. There's a lot of options. Again, you can even do the little plastic one that Hasbro threw in the box here. Show Paz some more? Okay, definitely. Let me grab Paz. And we'll go ahead and pull him back out here. Here he is. Let me go ahead and lower your comments so you can see him better. Paz Vizsla. Yeah, he's gorgeous. He really is. Colors and paint, the jetpack, the flame effects, like all that is awesome. And the big, heavy, repeating blaster cannon. I love all of it. And not only that, but I didn't mention her. The articulation is so smooth on this guy. Like all the joints are fluid. He's just really good. He's just really good. Like they did an awesome job on this figure. Again, yeah, he's expensive. Yeah, he's a deluxe, but he's worth it. You don't want to miss out Paz. If you're buying the Mandalorian TVC figures, don't miss out on Paz Vizsla. You're gonna. I imagine that one being one that later on, years down the road, it's going to be harder to come by. Thank you, Pico B1. Does Paz offer more accessories than the VC Boba, or is it the same amount? I think it's actually more because Boba came with the 2 helmets, right? The broken helmets. He came with his pistol, his rifle, the removable helmet, the removable jetpack. I feel like with this, you're getting a little bit more because he's a bigger figure for one. Boba isn't a bigger figure. This is a bigger figure. And I feel like there's a little more for your money here than there was with Boba Fett. That said, I think Paz is a couple dollars more than Boba Fett may have been, because Boba Fett, that was like already like a year ago, right? Or maybe not a year ago, but it's been a while. But yeah, totally worth it. No doubt. Yep, one of my favorite bands for sure. Mando is good so far, but that Bad Batch season feeling, I know. I'm not going to talk spoilers just in case anybody hasn't seen it yet, but yeah, the Bad Batch finally grew up in this last episode of season 2, didn't it? I never thought the Bad Batch would make me cry. Kind of did. I kind of did. Hope you enjoyed that extra look at Paz. Gotta love the new product smell. Thank you. Yeah, you got to. Thank you, Eduardo. He's very fun to pose. You're welcome, Paul, of course. Steve. Should be getting my Retro Spiral and Lizard tomorrow. I have picked up them MOTUs. Very nice. I don't know much about Masters of the Universe, but I'm happy that you know about it and that you're getting toys from it because they look cool. How flexible is the plastic skirt on Paz? Will it make it hard for him to sit? Let's see. It's actually pretty stiff. As far as whether or not he can sit, I would think so. I do think that it's going to hinder a little bit. Yeah. Has he ever sat? I don't know if I've ever seen him sit in the show. But yeah, it is a little rigid. You might have some difficulty with getting him to sit if that's what you want him to do. Speaking of which, why don't we get them to release the gauntlet? Why doesn't Hasbro release the gauntlet? I want the gauntlet. I do cherry pick MOTU. Collectors say that suddenly we have a. That's how it works, right? You buy one. Oh, I just want one. Oh, I just want, a few figures for my shelf, a few figures for my desk. Then all of a sudden, you're a collector. You're a collector now, Harry. Yeah. All right. So that's it, you guys. That is the loot. Those are my recent acquisitions. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for tuning in. Definitely, if you want to see the video again, like I said, or you missed anything, you'll be able to see it when it publishes to the page pretty shortly here. I hope you enjoyed that very much. And thank you for tuning in, you guys. This has been fun. And again, wasn't really planning on doing Cantina Social Hour tonight, but because it is spring break and I was just kind of like chilling. But yeah, this box came in and I had to show you guys all the awesome stuff that Hasbro sent. Thanks again to Hasbro for sending this free product our way for us to showcase and enjoy. And if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. Hit me up on social. Social Hour will be back. Not next week because it's Easter weekend. Not the week after that because I'm busy, but the week after that. So in 3 weeks. So in the meantime, you can find me on the socials. There's a brand new episode of Cantina Chatter podcast that went up this morning. It is part 3 of the focus on the 30th anniversary collection that Hasbro did for Star Wars back in 2007 and into 2008. And it is with Dan Curto. We have one more episode in that series coming up in April, this coming month in April. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks you guys. I also got some videos I'm working on. I got a Hot Toys video. I've got a 501st video. I've got a Mandalorian display video. I'm working on all these things. So I want to show those to you as soon as I can. So I'm working on getting those out there little by little. It may take some time, but I will get them out there hopefully all, by the end of April. As always, thank you for tuning in, no matter where you're listening, watching, enjoying from out in the galaxy. Thank you for tuning in to Cantina Social Hour. We will see you guys soon. Be well, be safe. This is the way. See you soon.